focus. I don't see anything but the target.
Then you've reached a new level of understanding.
Children. Good golly holly. This is the worst thing that happened to us.
All I'm saying is, the longer we sit here, the more time they have to shore up their defenses. We should hit them sooner rather than later.
We barely have the manpower to keep the Citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the list? If the Pride goes in now, we might have a chance.
And if you fail, then what? The risk is not worth the reward.
I agree. Without the Gek, the Purifier is useless to the Enclave anyway. They may give up before long.
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Sarah. You just have to follow orders.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back. We had feared both you and the Gek. What do you mean, Then we must go at once. If you have any other information, tell me now. I see. And where is this Thank you. I'll see to it that it's disposed of properly once the scribes have had time. Perhaps we have underestimated the Enclave. Sarah may be right. An attack may...
If the Enclave has the Gek, there's nothing stopping them from starting the Purifier. They'll figure out the code eventually.
I'm afraid you're right. We need to act now while we can.
Send the Pride in. We can do it. We can win this.
All right, Sarah. The Pride goes in. But I want them to have some extra firepower. Rothschild, is it ready?
What? No, I mean, Lee and I have solved the power problems, but we've only barely finished diagnostic tests.
So?
It's not ready for field tests, let alone live fire situations. The weapons haven't been calibrated, the navigation detection system is offline.
Rothschild, enough. Can you make it work?
Honestly, I don't know. I think we can scrape by, and I suppose if we can't, it won't matter in the long run anyway.
Then it's decided. Sarah, you take the Pride and use the robot as support. Take our friend here and secure that Purifier.
Yes, sir. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that my father and I have been talking. The Pride and I have decided that after all you've survived, you've done enough to be an honorary member of Lion's Pride. So congratulations. Membership comes with some privileges, including our power armor. You want the full suit or the recon armor? Sure thing. Hopefully, it'll give you a bit of an extra edge. Okay. So do you think you can hold it together for this? Now that's what I like to hear, soldier. You all packed? We're not coming back. Okay, don't be nervous. You'll have the whole Pride backing you up, not to mention this giant tin can. Just stay safe until we reach the Purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
Online. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. presence of your brother on the road to freedom. Obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by probability of mission hindrance 0%. Communist detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged. Alaska's liberation is imminent. Engaging the Chinese aggressors. Democracy is truth. Communism is death. Communism is a lie. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Initiating Directive 7395. Destroy all communists. America will never fall to communist invasion. No more gain. Communist engaged. Obstruction detected. Composition. Established stratagem. Inadequate. Incoming! Lethal force engaged. Engaging red Chinese aggressors.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from... You don't have to.
Well, that takes care. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition. Let's get this room secured.
Hello? Hello, is anyone
Dr.
there?
Lee, it's Sarah Lyons.
Dr. Lee,
I'm in the control
something's
room.
wrong with the
We're both
purifier.
here. What's going on?
Please, someone
I've been
answer.
monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now! If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go. Not exactly how I imagined. So, what should we do? If that's how you want to do this, fine.
What? This is... of course. My immunity to... I would say that your destiny lies within that chamber. But cycle the air...
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. It was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer was faced with that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. But the child refused to follow the father's selfless example. Instead, allowing a true hero to venture into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
The Enclave is retreating. We have a location isn't going to help at all. We have a
mean comatose. After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. I was starting to think you... I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. Yes, yes, she's fine. I appreciate your concern for her, but... It's all right, you're safe now. There was some sort of energy spike as the purifier started. You and Sarah were... We've been watching over the two of you. Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of... We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many... In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to... None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. Yes, we most certainly... Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Pure... Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking... Well, that's really up to you. The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The Remnant... The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on... Indeed. We can use every able body. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of... Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Roth. He can brief you on the details of... I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal. Oh? Vault 87, where you found the Gek? This information... As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Their assault on the Purifier forced our hand. We had no choice. And once that engagement was begun, we could do nothing but see it through. So we have spent the time since you and I last spoke. Liberty Prime has proven far more successful than any of us could have hoped for. She's right here, unresponsive, to see that you've recovered. The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the... Please be careful.
I patiently await your word.
Another glorious day in this man's army.
Hail. You honor us with your presence here.
Hail. Hail.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Crooks and killers. And the sooner you all realize that and stand up to their oppression, the better. That, my friends. In the Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now a super important public service announcement. Don't feed the Yaogwai, that is all. Now, some music.
Hail.
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 Well, it's good to see that you're on your... I assume Lyons is immediately... Has he told you what's been going on? Yes, I believe... I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions? If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. I'll alert him that you're on your way. Performance is exceeding all. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no counter. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but it's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well... It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly oversee the... Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation.
And so you go.
Welcome.
You! Are you going to Point Lookout? I have... That... I don't know if you can Only that it's where Tobar gets those punga fruits he sells off. I hear rumors the place is full of swamps. She's about your age, and when she left her hair was dyed bright orange. You shouldn't have any problem recognizing. She told me she wanted to go find her fortune. Moment I told her she couldn't go, it was... Please, find my daughter.
Welcome, my friend. I am Tobar the Ferryman, and this... We're just back from Point Lookout. You look like a woman who's been around the... In Point Lookout, you'll find fresh-grown food, mysterious locale. But keep your wits about you, because there's more than a few You should have seen her back in her heyday. Why, good times, but these days she's not fit to take out to the coast. Too many spouts ready to drown her in. But the Point Lookout run is good enough for now. Looking for fame and fortune? Hoping to cultivate the delicious punga fruit? Or just looking to run away from your life on these dreary shores? Once you've... Let's see what you got to trade. Ah, Nate caused so much trouble on the trip that I haven't... Whenever you're ready, just take a rest on the cot in the cabin. Looking to travel? Welcome to Point Lookout. The trip looks like nothing's changed since my... Oh, nothing much. Just old Calvert Mansion. Just a huge abandoned estate teeming with... I know I said Point Lookout was perfect for Depends what you're looking for. If you need a place to stay, there's an old motel further into town. The beds there are still pretty soft. And if you're looking for some hunting, there's a fella named Plick who runs a club out in the northeast. Good travels to you.